Hi, I'm Betsy Bishop, and I'm this month's patient ambassador. I have a little story to tell about Cassie. I first met her about 5 or 6 years ago, I suppose, and I had gone on a vacation to Colorado. We were trying to knock off the national parks, and we had gone to the Great Sand Dunes, and I had rented a cafeteria tray to slide down the dune, and had the time of my life. Got to the bottom and kind of spun out and didn't realize anything was wrong. I was fine, it didn't hurt, but I was so pleased with my trip. It was great. I get home and the backs of my legs, from the backside of my kneecap to the top of my thighs, were in red hot whips. It looked like I had been a fire survivor, like a 3rd-degree burn. And I called Skin Solutions. I had already been a patient, but I'd never seen Cassie, and she had an opening that day. And it was even better because it was in Pulaski, and that's closer to me because I live in Lewisburg. And she was able to get me in, and hey, nice to meet you. And she looks at me, and I stand up and show her the back of my legs, and I think she quit breathing and said, I'm gonna have to go get the books out on this one, and cleared my legs up perfectly. It was a strict protocol with the wash and cream and 24 hours and all that type of stuff. And to this day, you would never know anything had happened. And so when I realized she could take care of me so well, she did such a good job, I became a patient, and that's how our relationship began. I come regularly for a skin check. Old people like to go to the doctor, they have a mammogram, they have their eyes examined, everything taken care of, and a skin check is part of my routine also. And I came in, she did like she always does, had the big light on my scalp, was coming down, and tells me that she sees a spot right under my eye that she feels very confident that it's a basal cell. And I'm like, could you just hand me that mirror, because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a spot under my eye, I can't see, I don't have my glasses on. And she says, she shows it to me, and I still really never saw it. It was so minute. And she said, now I'm going to biopsy this, but they're going to call you back, and it's going to be positive. And from that point, as soon as she said that, I was going through chemo, I was going through radiation, I've lost my hair. I mean, I had the worst thoughts you could ever think when you hear the word basal cell. I still don't know how she saw it, but thank goodness she did. And I feel like she probably saved my life. And you can't even tell, you can't even see my scar. She took care of me. Dr. Penna came down to Pulaski again, did the Mohs surgery. I had 12 stitches, like if you feel beneath your eye, where your eye socket is, I mean, there's nothing there. And it's been taken care of. And from this day on, I come every year for a skin check, and I encourage everyone else to do the same, because it can be a game changer. Okay, there's just one more thing I'd like to add. I have been personally touched by melanoma. I had a former student who was a young wife and mother who passed away after a courageous fight with melanoma, and that makes me even more self-conscious about trying to take care and be proactive. Everyone, put your sunscreen on, wear a hat. Don't be too, I love the sun as much as anybody, but you don't have to be a sun worshiper. There's spray tans, there's lots of alternatives you can use. Make sure you get those yearly skin checks. I just cannot stress them enough. Be proactive with your health, because they can take care of it. It's nothing, it wasn't uncommon. Anytime, usually when I have a routine checkup, we may spray something off, or we may scrape something off, and take care of it. Don't let it become a problem. Get it when it's early. I can't stress it enough. And take care of your health. You're in charge of your health. Do what you need to do.